Alright guys, today we're gonna change rear differential fluid on a Dodge Magnum 2006. All you need is 2 bottles of full synthetic 75 weight 140, which is gear oil, a 14mm hex, which is the same size as the 3/8, and of course a wrench. So let me get you guys situated and I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to actually change the rear differential fluid on a Dodge Magnum. Applies the same also for a Charger and the Chrysler 300 as well. Alright, so down underneath your car, there's your rear differential. On the right side, if you look from the rear, this is your drain plug, where this 14mm or 3/8 just slides in, and you can pretty much unbolt it. Your fill plug is actually on the other side. Let me swing you guys around. Which is up there. It's the same 14mm. So that is where you fill in your gear oil or rear differential oil. That's actually the same. So I'll drain this one, which is way overdue, and then we're gonna fill it up. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, not the best camera angle, so you can't see it all in detail. Pretty much you're getting the idea. First you have to start unbolting it and make sure do a couple cranks by hand. Then you just go down to the bit and there's your plug. And gear oil smells always like crap, so don't be surprised. And to speed up the process, get all that gear oil out, you can actually open up the cap, the fill, to get the air through. Now of course I dropped one. But yeah, this oil is way overdue. I'm gonna look into it in a second if I have any metal shavings coming out or whatnot. The service interval is every 50,000 miles. I'm way past that, and that's an understatement. Alright, make sure you clean everything up with the tools. Let's see if we have... Yeah, we have a little bit of gunk, a little bit of metal shaving coming, but very minor. That this rear differential ran a little bit over 200,000 miles right now. So as you guys can see, there's still oil dripping out. Make sure you get all that oil out. And if you guys can see, key part to have a good seal is red Loctite, which is applied by the factory. Now let me see where do I put my other fill plug. All the way up there. Good. Not sure if it shows in the camera, but this is how dirty and filthy that oil is. So, and if you have a low set of ramps, which I have, which are only like 6-inch high, you can actually squeeze that car therefore high enough to get underneath here. And so cleaning this one up too. I still have enough good sealer on so I don't have to re-seal it. It's recommended. I want to see if there's any dirt or debris coming out, so this way I get an indicator. And so this is pretty much clean. Let's see what I'm getting out of there. And yep, there is some goo in there which shouldn't be in there. And that can be two factors. One, I see some idiot didn't use really a gasket and actually did sealant glue, which is not good because he applied way too much. So that's what all comes out of there. So once you're overdue on a fluid like this, I highly recommend you do the change twice within a couple of weeks, because you can see there's some goo in it which shouldn't be in there. So your fluid can only carry the X amount of excess. So when you do your change, it can only take up what is already in there and not account for the new stuff. So you want to make sure when you do your change that there's no dirt or debris on the bottom. Sadly, on the Charger and the Magnums, it is bolted in place with two holding bolts back here, which secures the rear plate. So it's not an easy take out, where on free hanging rear differentials you can actually just unbolt your plate, 10 or 13 screws, and just drop the plate off. Let you take an inside look what's going on, see if you have more shavings in it. In one which is that enclosed like this one, you cannot do that easily without doing some serious work. Now I'm going in and extracting some of that goo on the bottom with the finger. Not the best way, but I want to get all that sludge out. The best way to do that is, without of course sticking your finger in, is to have a longer run going on with your car, so that this fluid is all warmed up to the point that all that sludge is carried in your fluid. in your oil. And so then you just lift up your car quickly. Best is an angle, so right side rear a little lower. This way it drains out better. And then just getting everything out. Now we're just gonna screw this one back in. And if you have a very light stomach, you might be up for some surprise, because this gear oil doesn't smell too well, because it has chemicals in it which are meant for heavy lubrication, so that under high force and torque it still stays lubricated. So that's why it has such a bad smell to it. Alright, so now I'm gonna cut the video here in a second. I'm gonna reposition you guys, show you guys how to do the fill. Let's see if I can find a better camera spot for the fill. So the plug is plugged back in. So we get right back, guys. Alrighty. So I'm not sure how well you guys can see me, but put your pan underneath again. Keep a couple towels nearby. So what I've done is to open up my bottle here, which has pretty much 1 liter of fluid in, which is like 30 somewhat ounces per bottle. It's 1 quart, so 946 milliliters. So I just cut off the tip. This way I can put the bottle in there. Now I just have to get myself another car. And now you squeeze it in. And so it squeezes the oil. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it squeezes pretty much like a bow into it. And the problem you're gonna always face with these bottles is that the bottle, no matter how you turn it, you're gonna have oil sitting on the bottom part below your spout. You can see it now. I can squeeze the bottle, but I can't fill in because I exceeded the amount of fluid. So that's one of the problems. So what I do, I just change over to the second bottle. And so there's a better method, but this works the cheapest way to me. And you just fill it up pretty much till you get the same issue there again. And then what I do is I go back to my first bottle and just fill everything into this one. So since the tip is clear, you can actually see how much fluid you still have in the bottle when you're pumping out. So this bottle is now empty. So the first, so to speak, liter, if not more, is already in your rear differential. Now I'll just fill this up with another bottle. Pretty much have one bottle in, I have another bottle here. There you see, now it starts overflowing. That's what you want. That means your rear differential is full. So now you take your plug, oops, was it lefty tighty, righty loosey? No, but in this case yes. So I'm turning right to close it. Wiping off the access. Nothing else is leaking here anymore. That's just to push the pan aside. Clean myself a little bit. And just do the last couple torques to get there you go. Now it's closed, sealed, and done. So this is how you change your rear differential fluid out. All in all, in time, you can pretty much say less than 30 minutes from start to finish. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe as well. I have more videos on my car and also the business I'm doing, which is branching out into multiple wings of the industry. Less with the cars, but I use these cars pretty much for my business as well, so that's why you guys see on the same channel these videos. This is a car which I drove over 30,000 miles in the last couple of months due to my job being a contractor. So thanks guys, thanks again, and have a wonderful day.